Hey guys, it's Broman back here in Destiny with an idea. We were talking today on my stream, and I actually came up with something I think is a pretty good idea. A nice change to Xur that would not only make him like relevant again, but it would also kind of revitalize the game a little bit when it comes to item acquisition. So the idea that I had was that every week, if Xur, instead of just bringing his usual stock of exotics and random stuff, you know, telemetries, which are important, and upgrades, which are important, and items, which new players certainly don't have yet, along with an exotic shard. Unfortunately, Xur still not bringing the fantastic heavy ammo this week, but whatever. But along with his normal stock, if he brought a new item, and the new item could be a stat re-rolling item, similar to what Lord Saladin can do during the Iron Banner, when you spend 2 motes of light and you get to re-roll any of the Iron Banner gear. This idea, when I had it, just sounded good because I just sort of wanted people to not be angry at Xur anymore. I mean, it's a nice mechanic that he's here all the time. We can get new stuff. But then I thought a little bit more about it, and I realized that, you know what, there's actually a huge amount of benefit that comes from this, because if you could stat reroll any item in the game that was legendary, let's say save raid gear, you could go and spend your Crucible recommendations, your Vanguard commendations, buy any weapon that you wanted, and then re-roll it until you got the version of it that you actually needed, or the one that you would prefer, which is something that doesn't exist in the game, but would give relevance to farming out some strange coins. Everything that you have sitting in your inventory, all your strange coins, whether you have a small amount or literally hundreds, like some of the veteran players who've been there since day one have, since they already have all the, you know, fantastic exotic weapons. You could take all of this stuff and make it relevant again. It would make areas relevant. You could always have something to spend your strange coins on, and it would bring back the idea of making a choice when Xur comes around, whether or not to spend to try and reroll for perfect stats, or wait until next week because he might have a Gallarhorn or whatever you want. Personally, I think this is a pretty fantastic idea. I would love to see it happen. You could even maybe do rerolls on armor, but I don't know. But the idea of being able to give agency back to the player and say, you know what, I don't care what weapon you have, I want you to be able to kind of make it your weapon, which is, I feel like, a design philosophy that Bungie has set in place, especially with the exotics. They want you to grow to love the weapons that you have. I really, really do think that this would kind of revitalize Xur and give him a new purpose in the game. I think that it would be a fantastic thing. I'd love to know what you think. Leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think about, you know, maybe re-rolling all of your normal exotics, or how you think this would be good or bad for the game. I'd really appreciate that. If we get a good little video together, we can maybe throw it at Bungie and see if there's something we can change. Personally, I'd love to see this implemented. Thanks for watching today, guys. I really appreciate it. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget that I fucking love each and every one of you. And I'll catch you next time in Destiny.